Introducing the suspect.
Brought to you by Usual Suspect 6.
Tap into all the shows. Real Conversations with KG.
Is that right now? I'm at peace right now. You know, things get hectic as it gets closer to the fight.
Okay. Do we got a fight?
Yeah, I fight April 10th at the Prudential Center.
Bullshitting on the Beltway with Supreme Beast Boxing.
And now the co is the main event. So that's the way I look at it. That's my philosophy.
Trill Thursdays and Usual Suspect Sundays with hard hits.
I'm talking about it's really just about stacking this money, man. Getting on these singles, damn positive, you know what I'm saying? Putting it in their face by any means.
Tales from the B-side with KG and TD.
Needed to fill out additional paperwork to clarify.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. That is the paperwork that you see there.
An open mic featuring you.
You know, that was a close fight. You know, he got dropped a couple times, but I thought he out.
We do not care.
Wow.
It's a Usual Suspect thing.
But the man's in trouble. I'm gonna show you how great I am. That's when that little Cassius Clay from Louisville, Kentucky came up and stopped Sonny Liston, the man who annihilated Floyd Patterson twice. He was gonna kill me. But he hit harder than George. His reach was longer than George. He's a better boxer than George. And I'm better now than I was when you saw that 22-year-old undeveloped kid running from Sonny Liston. I'm experienced now, professional. Jaw's been broke, been lost, knocked down a couple times. Bad. Been chopping trees. I done something new for this fight. I done wrestled with an alligator. That's right. I have wrestled with an alligator. I done tussled with a whale. I done handcuffed lightning, throw thunder in jail.
Hey, what if I put you down?
You can't.
I can't.
Boy, you ain't got nothing in them gloves.
Remember this day. Remember this day.
Did I not beat the most world champions?
Yes, you did.
Okay. And in the least amount of fights?
Yes, you did.
Who got the highest gate?
Floyd Mayweather.
Who made the most money?
You did.
Who was the most accurate fighter of all time?
You were.
So it's basically saying that...
The greatest of all time.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, what it do, 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 man. It is your boy 503 Line, and we back at it again on this Tuesday, man. And we talking real heavy. Talk heavy Tuesdays, man. Look, man. I ain't gonna even hold y'all. This right here is a special one to me, man. You know what I'm saying? This is the code, the vision, the takeover. This is the US6, man. Everybody got a boxing channel, but everybody ain't US6. This ain't built on clout. This is built on loyalty. This ain't just hot takes. This is the standard. This ain't a podcast. This is a code, man. And today, I got my usual suspect brother pulling up on me, man. It was only right that I bring him on, man, because, you know, this is who I started with, man. This is who I'm going to end with, man. You understand me? And that's what it's about at the end of the day. Y'all make sure to subscribe, smash that like button, and share that stream. Damn right, it's the usual suspect team. And we're going to talk heavy today, man. We're going to have some fun, man. Look, man, on this episode of Talk Heavy Tuesday, man, we bringing it back to the highs, man. Like I say, man, this ain't just boxing talk. This is the story of the usual suspects. Where we started to where we headed, the code, the loyalty, and what we stand on. We're going to also get into some hot boxing topics as well. We're going to blend it in, mix it up, man. Lawrence Okolie out there pissing hot. He got them PEDs in him. What they really mean to the sport, man. We got Daniel Kinahan, his situation, you know, being caught by federal marshals and, you know, the government and stuff like that. And the impact that's going to have on the boxing landscape and space. We also going to talk about real integrity, legacy, and the fight game, man. Like I say, man, this one different, man. This one right here for the culture, man. This is Talk Heavy Tuesday, man. I am your host, man. 503 Line, hard hitter sports entertainment. Hardest, hottest takes in boxing, man. Y'all already know the vibes, man. yeah, man. But while we wait on my brother R-Fella to pull up, let's speak on what's been going on today, man. I've been seeing a lot of ish going on today. Devin Haney, Devin Haney. I'm hearing Devin Haney is going to Zuffa, man. Yeah. This one right here is interesting. You know what I'm saying? This one right here is interesting. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I was surprised to hear this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna hold you. Devin Haney possibly going to Zuffa. We don't know if it's true. This is a rumor that's being spread. I didn't see multiple people talk about it. Is this a good move? Is this a bad move, man? I actually kind of like the fact that DHP, you know, is keeping their options open, man. Like I say, Zuffa definitely is cracking. And we do have two potential big fights over there for Dev. You got Richardson Hitchens, you got Connor Bean, you know. So DHP to Zuffa, Devin Haney to Zuffa. Is this a good look? Is this a bad look? We shall see what happens and what transpires. I don't put it past DHP to possibly be going over there to Zuffa. You know, that is Turk Al-Sheikh's new company with Dana White. Like I say, if you've been watching and following the usual suspects, we have been covering Zuffa boxing very, very closely, man. And them cards over there on Zuffa ain't bad. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, of course, man, the Devin Haney haters are going to take this opportunity to, you know, get a little critiques and criticisms. Some might say it's hate. Some might say, you know, Devin Haney is falling off. You know what I'm saying? But like I say all the time, man, the more the merrier, man. The more the merrier, man. Zuffa is out here making big deals. You know, Edgar Berlanga, Conor Ben, Richardson Hitchenson's it's not necessarily a bad thing. You know, you gotta go fight by fight, fighter by fighter, case by case, you know what I'm saying? For the most part, I think Zuffa done has done what they needed to do. You know, they have been putting out great cards, good cards. If you really, really watching boxing and you're not just watching your favorite fighter fight, you know, if you tapped in on the weekly, you know, a lot of these Zuffa cards have been damn good. Damn good. You know what I'm saying? Oh man. There go my boy, man. My guest for today, man. He's finally pulled up to the show. So we're gonna go ahead and bring him up in here, man. This is Talk Heavy Tuesday. And we're gonna talk heavy today, man, with my brother, my day one brother, my mud brother. You know what I'm saying? The creator. I like to call him the mad scientist behind the scenes, always supreme and coming up with $1 million scheme. You know what I'm saying? We got Jay Steels, the art fella, the mad scientist, has entered the building.
What to do, what you saying, what a going is your favorite, yeah, your most hated all fella. Pull up. It's Talk Heavy Tuesdays. Smash that like button, share that stream. Damn right. It's a usual suspect team.
Yes,
Salute to
sir.
everybody that's pulling up in the chat. You know what I mean? And salute to you 503. You know what I mean? Inviting me to the platform. Let me cut on my camera real quick. I don't like that. We're gonna have to pull it off. But you see it is it's 50 and 0. 50 and 0.
Yeah.
But yeah, y'all know what it is. Make sure y'all tap into the website, usualsuspect6.com. But of course, we're gonna get into that though. We're gonna talk heavy into that.
Yeah. Okay, man. Let's go ahead and get to it, man. I wanted to bring you on today, bro. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. I wanted to bring you on today, man, and chop it up with you. On some usual suspect type time, man. The Cold Division and the takeover. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna get right to it, bro. Y'all be sure to subscribe, smash that like button, share that stream, man. Let me scroll down. All right. So we're gonna get into our first segment of the day, man. We're gonna set the tone, bro. Like I say, man, this ain't just a podcast, bro. This is a movement, you know what I'm saying? And my brother Allfella has been a part of the movement for quite some time, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to ask you, bro, what does loyalty look like when there's no cameras on? When that red light go off, what does loyalty look like to you?
It looks like 5 dudes. You know what I mean? That have stuck through it through thick and thin, through arguments, crash outs, um, personal issues, away from the whole podcasting and media, social media scene. But brothers that still remain together and still able to harness their abilities for the greater good of one cause, and that's the upliftment of boxing.
Mm. Okay. Yeah, I like that, man. I like that, man. Yeah, man, like the foundation, bro. Everybody say they loyal, man, but it's hard to really be loyal when nobody is watching. Supporting each other off camera, not just on the stream, not just on the show. No snake behavior, no backdoor activity, man. Like really respecting the code over just being popular. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's one thing that I could say that I fuck with you on, because you could have easily been doing something else. You know what I'm saying? Like using your talent elsewhere. Doing your music, DJing, hosting, promoting, doing shows and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely want to salute you for that, brother. Um, and salute to Rod Neal, first one in the building. I appreciate you, bro, for pulling up. Um, let me ask you this though, man. Like, what is the vision? Like, what are we chasing? Like, what are some of your individual goals, group goals, long-term goals? You know what I'm saying? Of course, we not just chasing the views, we building. You know what I'm saying? We building value. You know what I'm saying? So like, we ain't just trying to be viral. You know what I'm saying? We want to be here forever. We want the US6 brand to stick to the wall and not move nor shake nor bend. Uh, what do you see US6 in 2 to 3 years if we stay consistent with what we doing?
Um, Not giving too much away. You know what I mean? Because when you got loose lips, so to say, they sink ships. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And we trying to keep this ship afloat. You know what I mean? And keep building our ship and getting our ship to bigger and better destinations. Um, right. We started as guys that with raw voices on somebody else's podcast. And then it all formulated together. And where we are now, we all have different channels. We each have our own channels, but our channels are unified. And not unified in the sense that we all preach or put out the same type of content, the same narratives. We all have our own opinions, but we unified in the brand of the usual suspect brotherhood. Now, where I see it going in the future is that we continue to grow, and not grow in the sense of um like you said, more views, but I believe grow in the sense of more usual suspects. And we're already seeing that in fruition. We low key can call uh sisters like Queen 71, you know what I mean, a usual suspect. That means she our treasurer. Let's be real. And that means salute to the shooter. But she, you know what I mean, she holds it down for us. You know what I mean? All the games, the fight pool. Um, she's definitely involved with that. You know what I mean? We got brothers like TD Sports Talk, rocking the usual suspect, Lions, rocking the usual suspect brand everywhere he goes when he goes to them, uh, when he goes to the weigh-ins, to the press conferences, all type of boxing events, repping us. You know what I mean? So that's highly appreciated. You know what I mean? And that shows that, yo, that brother is usual. You know what I mean? And he understands us and respects what we're doing. So it's all reciprocal. So in turn, I see us continuing to grow the suspect brand, grow the suspect uh way of thinking and philosophy that we own. It's not just the echo chamber over here. It's okay that we can be civil and argue, you know what I mean, and converse and have differing opinions, because we can build on that. You know what I mean? We can sometimes uh see another person's opinion and not realize, not understand that, yeah, I should have saw it that way. You know what I mean? Um, so shit like that. We build off of each other. We we take our criticisms and we utilize them to grow even bigger. That's what we've been doing. And and that's what we hope to continue to do as we grow bigger in this shit. So yeah, that's where I see it going. I see it going. We got we not just thinking about getting on these live streams no more. We thinking about getting to these fights in the masses. Look at where KG was at when we just started. Co-host, just a co-host for Supreme Beast Boxing Talk, bullshitting on the Beltway, from being the man that has, you know what, I could do I could do more. You know what I mean? Let me pull up my slacks and start, you know what I mean, utilizing my attributes. I'm charismatic. I'm a people's person. I can get at these. And matter of fact, I ain't no fan motherfucker. Like, I ain't a fan of nobody. So let me get at these motherfuckers and have some real conversations with them. And look what
Yeah.
KG been doing. He been like pulling all these boxers, industry people from the industry. You know what I mean, who knows all the conversations he's having behind the scenes, but a lot of those he's bringing to the table. You know what I mean? And that's building. So we all doing great things. Look at this shit you put right here. Like, you making me look dope with the lab coat and whatnot. Like, your graphics have been, you know what I mean? Your
Yeah.
presentation is off the hook from where it was.
Right.
But this is all growth, and it's all building. Because why? Because I'm gonna have to take some credit. I'm particular with the way I do graphics, and I can't sneer at your graphics no more, Five. I'm gonna have to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was low key when I saw your Okolie post. I'm like, yo, man, you gonna have to start like sending those straight direct to the US6, so I can, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? So I can post them bitches too. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
this is what we do. We build up off of each other. You know what I mean? And it doesn't just stop at just the core five. Like it says, it could go to Queen 71. It could go to Queen Shawa. It could go to TD Sports Talk and beyond and beyond. But that's our philosophy. We don't, you know what I mean? We don't always have to agree, but we definitely gonna have to work it out though and get it done.
Nah, that's a fact, bro. I say this, man. For me, what do I see us in the next 2 to 3 years, man? I see us, you know, marketing, networking, branding, taking this shit to the next level. Um, this all started from just us linking up on, different podcasts from back in the day, like dudes that's not even around no more. For people that really know, like, you know what I'm saying, we all just pulled up on each other randomly, you know what I'm saying, whether it was on World Breakers old channel or 78 old channel, when Mac was streaming on his channel, you know what I'm saying, from when you were streaming on your channel. And I really think that it really started to galvanize on Cadillac's Red channel, Supreme Beast Boxing. You know what I'm saying? That's where we really kind of really start flowing and glowing and showing what we were, what we are, what we could be. Um and I learned, you know what I'm saying? I was soaking up game, I was learning from you, like with the presentations, with the visuals, learning from Red, on being more consistent, you know, start getting the schedule going, right? Um, Learning from Mac, you know what I'm saying, with the with always putting the brotherhood before anything. It don't matter if we argue, if we disagree, if we fuss, if we fight. You know what I'm saying? Like it's still usual suspects, you know what I'm saying, no matter what the situation may be. Um, and that's what people gotta really understand for real, for real. All right, man. Let's talk about the vision, right? We not really just trying to fit in with the old boxing media. You know what I'm saying? We not trying to, you know, go to the free buffet and, shuck and jive and smile. You know what I'm saying? We building our own lane. You know what I'm saying? When we pull up, it's usual suspects. You know what I'm saying? When we pull up, you know what I'm saying? We shaking hands, you know what I'm saying, getting in the door, and we asking these real questions. You know what I'm saying? We ain't sugarcoating nothing. Um, I feel like we the bridge between the streets, the fans, and the fighters. You know what I'm saying? And I honestly think that this shit can really go beyond YouTube. Like I say, to more events. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to toot my own horn, man, but I feel like when the usual suspects hosted the LDBC meet and greet in Atlanta, I feel like that was one of the best ones. You know what I'm saying? Probably outside of Dallas, when Black Fight Fan did it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Atlanta was one of the best ones. You feel me? That was a historical trip. You know what I'm saying? And I think that that's gonna go down as probably one of the best meet and greets, man. With the merch, man, the merch is next level. You know what I'm saying? I got me a little Pizzak coming my way, man. Y'all better go get y'all clean fighter tees. And like even with the network, like the media network, like you was just saying it, like even with what K doing, we got some things bubbling in Houston with those Shockey Foster Raymond Ford fight. We gonna be in the building for that as well. I'm already connecting the dots with a few people behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? So let me ask you, bro, what's the difference between content creators and what you think we doing?
Um, we outside in all facets. You know what I mean? We got a lot of content creators that be great at creating content, but they inside all the time. You know what I mean? Um, and they're creating content off of other creators. Usual suspects, we are trying to be the source. That's why it's important for us to be in the buildings. That's why it's important for us to have connections to people in the industry have connections to a multitude of different boxes from all over the land, not just all over North America. You know what I mean? Uh, when you have that, then you can be the source. Then when you see a usual suspect post, you know that there's some validity to it,
Mm.
right? So that's what's different about us. We coming from being trying to be the source and not just uh an echo chamber or somebody creating content off of somebody else's content. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Like being proactive instead of reactive. You know what I'm saying? We trying to be proactive, prolific, productive, positive. You know what I'm saying? That's what I've been pushing on my end. Like, despite all of the negativity, the lack thereof, this person ain't doing this person ain't doing that. Like, I just really been putting my best foot forward and just hitting that record button, man, and going with the content. And it's getting better. It's getting way better, man. I'm taking this YouTube thing more serious now. You know what I'm saying? It took me a long time to really just start taking it more serious. And I owe that to y'all, honestly, because if it probably wasn't for the usual suspects, I don't think I would even probably still be active on my channel. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do this. You know what I'm saying? I look forward to bullshitting on the Beltway. I look forward to Tales from the B side. You know what I'm saying? I used to look forward to when you used to do the Wake and Bake show on Saturdays. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was always my go-to. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, like we definitely outside with it for sure. You know what I'm saying? And we got a lot of things coming down the pipeline.
Before you go on to the next, another thing that we do different that must be stated, Five. Another thing that we do different from your regular old content creators is that, once again, to continue on with being the source. Usual suspects of boxing. Me, you, KG, Cadillac Red, Stay Ready Boxing. You know what I mean? We got sick of everybody, once again, gravitating and hating on the mainstream media's boxing rankings. ESPN come out with their list. Ring Magazine come out with their list. Bashing them. You know what I mean? We don't like that shit. A lot of us don't agree with their rankings as well. You see BoxRec, they got their computerized rankings. We don't agree. You know what we did? We didn't just sit here and make content about how shit Ring Magazine's rankings are or how shit BoxRec's computerized rankings are. We did our own rankings. We said we five motherfuckers used to be six motherfuckers that talk boxing damn near every day, probably 5 to 6 times each day a week. You know what I mean? That qualifies us. That qualifies us to actually do our own boxing rankings, and we've been doing that. We've been doing our pound for pound lists. I think we've had at least 5 documented pound for pound lists. You can go to usualsuspect6.com to see those. You know what I mean? We'll do your odd glamour division. We'll rank the the welterweights, the heavyweights, or the flavor of the month of the super weights or the junior middleweights type shit. We do that. We don't just complain about the the mainstream boxing rankings. We create the boxing rankings. We are qualified. We are the usual suspects. You know where that usual suspects comes from? Not from the movie Five. You know what I mean? Salute to Mac because he's the one that implemented the name. You know what I mean? But it fits so perfectly because in the real world, they call us the usual suspects. When some shit go down, the usual suspects is me and you, Five, or people that look like me and you. So when it comes to this boxing shit, yeah, we are the usual suspects. Get with the gang, y'all.
Mm. Nah, that's a fact, bro. That's a fact. Okay, let's go ahead and keep it pushing. Salute to the chat. Salute to everybody pulling up. You know what I'm saying? Let's move on, man. Let's move on. You know what I'm saying? I wanna get into the separation. Like, what makes the US6 different from every other boxing platform? Uh, you know what I'm saying? In your mind, like, let's talk about the US6 code. For me, like I say, man, it's about loyalty, man. Loyalty over clout, man. Real takes over just being a industry politician. You know what I'm saying? Brotherhood over opportunists. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What you think about that, man? Like, what makes US6 different from every other boxing platform?
Like I've been saying, name me another boxing platform that been putting out boxing rankings. Name me boxing platforms, you know what I mean, that I've been dutifully or generously sharing their sources, sharing their references. Because none of us are, you know what I mean? We ain't shy to say where we got it from. That's what makes us different, Five. Know what I mean? Um, yeah, loyalty is great, but we always got to remember that everything don't last forever. You know what I mean? I always was told that um when I was when I was doing this hip hop shit, we had a huge group. We called ourselves the Still City Committee, whack ass name. There was like 8 of us. And my OG told me, he's like, yeah, it's nice now. Yeah, y'all niggas is 8 now, but just understand as time goes on, there might be some of the brothers that might fall off. It's not always gonna be that 8. But just make sure that you stay solid. You know what I mean? So we all we gotta do is just make sure we stay solid and continue doing what we doing, repping the code, the vision, and then we'll continue to take over. You know what I mean?
The Steel City Committee.
SCC.
Yeah. Okay.
SCC. You know what I mean? But once again, what other platforms are honoring the clean fighters?
Mm.
What other platform is documenting the dirty fighters? We have all that for you. You know what I mean? Y'all niggas, it's not just on YouTube. A real movement, a real business has web pages. We just don't live on YouTube. The usual suspects: 503 Lion, Cadillac Red, Stay Ready Boxing TV. My bad, Stay Ready Mac. Stay Ready Mac. The Good Dr. KG. We don't live on YouTube. Our home is usualsuspect6.com.
Mm.
You feel me? That's what makes us different. All our shit is documented on our own shit. YouTube can snatch your shit at any time. We got brothers complaining about YouTube every day. Every day. I ain't complaining about usual suspect six shit. You know what I mean? That's our shit. That's what makes us different. We building our own platform for brothers, boxing brothers and sisters to come on. We building our own rapports with fighters. Shout out Natasha, the Nightmare Spence, clean fighter. Shout out Sniper Falcone, clean fighter. Still waiting on the brother to get that decision turned to a TKO 2 instead of a no contest. We still wait. We still looking for that. Shout out to the brother Brian Norman Jr., clean fighter. Get it, dig? So this is what makes us different. We ain't just out here shitting on fighters at the expense of creating content. We out here trying to uplift fighters and honor the real ones. Usual suspect team, brother.
Yeah. Salute to my brother KG's village brother in the chat as well. I see y'all, man. Y'all pull up, man. I don't know if YouTube sending out the notifications. You know what I'm saying? You know, they be doing that sometimes, but we gonna continue to rock out, man. All right, man. We gonna switch it up though. We gonna switch it up, man, because we gotta talk a little boxing, man. We gotta talk a little boxing. We got to talk about Lawrence Okolie, man. And this is one of the main reasons why I wanted to do this today. I wanted to bring on one of the usual suspect brothers, man. I have been, bringing different people on from the LDBC. You know what I'm saying? And I love my big brothers in the LDBC as well. Salute to BF and Drew Titan for letting me interview them and jumping on the show and whatnot. I appreciate them for that. But we had some special news break, man. And this, like I say, man, this is in foreign territory. You know what I'm saying? In Paris. Oui. You know what I'm saying? Me pause. But nah, man, Lawrence Okolie, man, he had a failed test. The report was an adverse finding ahead of the Tony Yoka fight. Okolie did claim he had a bicep injury, then he suffered another shoulder injury or elbow injury in the same arm, and he took some type of supplements. We don't know what the supplements is, but he took something for his treatment. The investigation is ongoing, and now the Tony Yoka card and Lawrence Okolie card has been canceled for this weekend. So the US6 Fight Pool will be affected about that. Yeah. So let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about the timing. Is this bad luck or bad business? Let's talk about the injury treatments, the banned substances, man. I'm gonna ask you, bro, if a fighter tests dirty, does that erase their legacy, man? Are you looking at, Lawrence Okolie, the sauce, man? This was a guy that we had a lot of likeness for this guy. You know what I'm saying? We was rocking with this guy, man. We was reacting to his music videos, rocking with his music. You know what I'm saying? you embraced you embraced the African brothers, the UK brothers, you know what I'm saying, UK teams and all that, man. How did you feel about all this, man, with Lawrence Okolie popping dirty, man? A couple days before his fight with Francis Golden Boy, Tony Yoka.
Bad business, bro. Highly bad business. It not only fucks up the US6 Fight Pool card. That's another thing we do different than the rest of these content creators. We got our own fight pool. I mean, money on deck, jacket being fitted for KG as we speak. But yeah, um, Okolie fucked up the fight card, and he fucked up big business in Paris, because we all know that Tony Yoka, yeah, he sells arenas out over there in Paris. I low key, I was seeing him at they brought him out at the PSG game. What's PSG? That's Paris Saint Germain. That's the main soccer team over there in Paris. One of the biggest clubs over there in Europe. And they brought Tony Yoka out, and everybody knew who Yoka was. You know what I mean? It wasn't no who the fuck is this guy. They know who Yoka is. Gold medalist. He the French golden boy. You know what I mean? So this was a big mistake, bad business for Mr. Tony or Mr. Okolie for getting popped like this. And give me a second, Five. Hold me down. I gotta get something at the door. Hold up.
Yeah, man. My boy Felix came through and said, damn, about our boy Okolie 503, shit sucks, bro. Yeah, man. It's unfortunate, bro. Sad situation, you know what I'm saying? I was looking forward to that fight. And it's another kid that I was looking forward to seeing, man. They say he like one of the new up and coming man them over there, you know what I'm saying? He was fighting on the undercard, you know. Samaki. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I was looking forward to this card, man. I really was, man. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen Tony Yoka in a while. I haven't seen Okolie since he lost to Bellum Smith. You know what I'm saying? I love heavyweight boxing, man. You know, I got a I got a real diehard fan mode for the heavyweights, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause you know, that was really like my introduction to boxing as a kid, you know, watching Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, you know, Joe Frazier, Sonny Liston, you know what I'm saying? You know, so I've always had a special place in my heart for the heavyweights, man. And to see this happen, you know, it's unfortunate, brother. It's unfortunate, you know what I'm saying? And we also had Big Baby Miller is fighting Daniel Petto. So we was supposed to be getting a double header. We were supposed to be getting a double header on the weekend of this weekend coming up. You know what I'm saying? We were supposed to be getting a double header, so it's unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? KG say the sauce turned juice. Yeah, man, it's slime in that juice though, brother. Slime in the ice machine, man. You know what I'm saying? That juice is got some shit in it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think nobody want to drink that. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Yeah, so my bad. My delivery just came in. I had to get that. But Okolie, I'm hearing a lot of these English muffins over there, giving them the pass, bro. And
wow.
And these same English muffins with the other week. You remember when old boy Denzel Bentley got gifted a win? Because I swear they stopped that fight early. on the dude. The dude didn't even go down yet. You know what I mean? And the referee all waved off the fight and gave Denzel Bentley the interim belt, the interim championship. And as soon as he got the interim championship, he up on his soapbox talking about, oh, the WBO need to strip Janabek. Then all these other English muffins on they podcast talking about, yeah, it's a disgrace what the WBO out here doing, not stripping Janabek. Janabek's a dirty fighter. Janabek popped dirty. But they don't never tell you, they don't never get deeper into why Janabek popped dirty. Janabek popped dirty, admittedly, because he was on his
Oh shit, fella, you got caught up in the rapture, my brother.
from that shine
Oh, there you
away
go, you back.
from that. What's more important, shine away your life or that illegal substance? That's the difference. Janabek was in a situation where it was life and death. Lawrence Okolie wasn't. But once again, you got these English muffins all trying to cape. Well, yeah, he's not that type of guy. I mean, well, he's never popped before. So the man admitted that he had some type of surgery with his arm. You mean to tell me that he couldn't report what he was taking to VADA? You mean to tell me there's no such thing as therapeutic use exemptions, TUEs? Yeah, those things exist for therapeutic use only. Okolie didn't do that. Okolie can't put the excuse on, I was in Kazakhstan, where in Kazakhstan traces or meldonium is legally used. It's widely distributed within the pharmaceutical community over there. You can't get away with that.
He got caught with meldonium?
Who? Janabek?
Okolie.
No. And that's another thing that's suspicious. They haven't reported what he's been caught with yet. They ain't said nothing. And when Frank Warren was questioned about it, he wouldn't speak. Oh, it's not my work to speak on it. You know what I mean, it's not my place to speak on. How you mean? You was promoter, my nigga. What did he pop for? How many things did he like that? So they're keeping the hush hush right now, and it's making it seem real suspect. But you can say that the man's dirty, but for what? For one, he violated, bro. I'm not gonna say the man that was trying to get enhanced from whatever substance that he popped from. I'm not gonna say that, but he violated because he had the opportunity once again to say, "Yo, VADA, this is what's going on. I'm trying to recuperate. The doctors gave me this, and this, A, B, and C. Oh, you can't use C? Oh, I need a therapeutic use exemption for that? I bet. Oh, here goes C. Take all, yeah, man. He ain't do that. So good for them motherfuckers for canceling the fight. Because it shouldn't have continued. But shame on Frank Warren for not having a motherfucking backup opponent. No B plan for Tony Yoka in the 20,000 seat stadium. No B plan for young Bakari Samaki, who's undefeated and is looking like a killer at 154. as
Yeah,
he
that's
continues
who I
to
wanted
grow.
to see.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Samaki. Yeah, that's what I wanted to see too.
Yeah, both the them English muffins fucked up the bread. You know what I mean? And they low key looked at prayers like, you know what? Nah, shit, we ain't doing nothing for y'all niggas. Fuck that. You know what I
Mm.
mean? So Yoka, you gonna be sitting at home watching Jarrell Miller and Pyro, and same with Bakari Samaki. No paycheck, no big crowd, no nothing. Shame on Frank Warren.
Yeah,
Nigga want
man.
to keep quiet about the shit.
Yeah. That's crazy, bro. They put out a public statement reporting it, but nobody has spoken on the current situation as far as it relates to Coley. We have not seen an interview from Frank Warren or his son. I want to say George Warren. You know what I'm saying? We haven't seen either one of them speak on it from Queensberry. Lawrence Okolie put out an Instagram post, like I stated previously. And it's unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate, man, because when shit like this happens, man, the boxing fans miss out on great boxing. This is heavyweight boxing. This was a crossroads fight. You know what I'm saying? Whoever would have won this fight probably was gonna be in contentions to either fight another big heavyweight fight or possibly fight for a title. Uh, I want to say they was in Vada. You know what I'm saying? This might have been some booger belt shenanigans. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it's unfortunate, man. Village brothers say English muffins is crazy work. Yeah, man, them English muffins, man. It's really only one English muffin that fucked up the bread, though, man. That's the sauce, man. The dirty sauce, man.
Nah, the sauce and Frank and old fish eyes. You know what I mean? You gotta have a backup plan. You could have had Joe Joyce in the back pocket. You know what I mean? Could have had Joe Joyce ready. Could have had David Adelaide ready to go.
Yeah, he
You know what I
said he
mean?
wanted that smoke too. David Elias said he wanted that smoke. You know,
Indeed. Like send him over to France and get
but
the job
Cody,
done.
but Cody said he wanted the smoke. He put out
I
a
mean,
little.
but Coley be capping though, bro, because he's like, what Ben Shalom ain't letting him do that shit. You know what I mean?
Oh
He ain't
yeah.
under Queensberry. He's still with Boxer.
Mm. Okay, that makes sense.
So yeah, but Coley's like, yeah, let me get this post out real quick, make it seem like I'm ready for the smoke. And nah, nigga,
He
you ready for
capping.
litigation, nigga. That's all you ready for, you know what I mean? Get your lawyer up. You know what I mean? Saul
Uh
Goodman.
man, that's
Lawyer up,
crazy,
nigga.
bro. That's crazy, man. Okay, man. In regards to the PEDs, right? In regards to the PEDs, do you think fans give certain fighters passes depending on the popularity? Will Lawrence Okolie get a pass based on his popularity in the UK?
Nah. I don't think he beloved like that. You know what I
Mm.
mean? A lot of niggas think that over there think that he a born fighter. He hug a lot, he clench. I mean,
Yeah.
so yeah, he's not beloved like in the sense of a guy like if Moses Atuma was the we find some adverse findings on his shit, you're gonna give
Mm.
him a pass. You know what I
Damn.
mean?
So which fighters from the UK you think would get a pass?
Shit, AJ. And there's been rumors about AJ been on TUEs for a minute. You know what I
Damn.
mean? So hey, that's just rumors. You know, dig. So, but if he was the pop, they're gonna say, they're gonna point to an injury. This is why I had I had to recover and recuperate, rehabilitation, this and that, or they're gonna point to contamination. But yeah, your favorite fighters gonna get passes. Your favorite fighters get passes over here. You know what I mean? Let's not let's not like act like AB, the queen, the so-called queen AB, ain't got popped before.
But motherfuckers forget about that though, bro. They forget about motherfucking AB popping, man. They don't like to talk about that, man. You know, they too busy watching the cheeks and you know what I'm talking about?
Like
Yeah.
all the AB fans can't give me no clear-cut story of how it went down. Give me the timeline, what she popped for, and give me a clear-cut reason why it went down. I've never heard that. That's all skimmed over. That's all swept under the rug because she's so cute and she fight good. We don't hear about that no more.
That's
You
a
know what I
fact,
mean?
man.
So yeah, it happened over here. It ain't just the English muffins. We out here, you know what I mean, doing the same shit.
Yeah. Salute to my boy BFTB pulling up, bringing the graveyard with him. I appreciate that, Brody. He say, salute Jordan Smith. He say, bro, it wasn't even showing you was live, man. He say he gave everyone a link, man. Salute to you, bro. Yeah, bro. I had a feeling YouTube didn't send out the notifications, bro. I had a feeling they did that, man. But salute to everybody coming in. I see Eric O, my boy Snacks B, Shaquila Fields, Kenneth Cook. Kenneth Cook says, as long as the fight is punished, then they're not getting the pass, right? Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. We like I say, they canceled the fight, so I'm guessing that's part of his punishment. We don't know what exactly was in the man's system, so we got to see. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, they being real secretive right now with this shit, man. But let's go ahead and get to the to one of the hottest boxing topics that ain't nobody talking about, man. Let me share my screen real quick. Let me see if y'all can see this. Okay, yeah. It's showing real good. Okay. The Irish Times.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and this comes from Ireland, and this was posted today, man, by Miss Mary Caroline. Bid to extradite Daniel Kinahan may be first real test of Ireland's UAE treaty. Any challenge by Kinahan to 2025 extradition treaty could take several months. So let's see, man. Let's see what she says, man. Ireland's bid to secure the return of Kinahan may be the first real test of the effectiveness of the state's new extradition treaty with the United Arab Emirates. You know what I'm saying? Kinahan, who has been the center of a long-running Garda investigation into the Kinahan crime cartel, is facing charges connected to alleged serious organized crime offenses related to a feud with the rival Hutch gang. He fled to Spain and later Dubai after the 2016 Regency Hotel attack in Dublin, carried out during a boxing weigh-in attended by Daniel Kinahan. The attack, during which David Byrne, a Kinahan gang member, was shot dead, was part of the deadly feud which has cost 18 lives. 8 years later, in October of 2024, Ireland and the UAE agreed a bilateral extradition treaty that was negotiated by then Minister for Justice Helen McTean. The treaty was approved in November 2024 and followed reciprocal agreements dating from 2022. In March of 2025, the UAE notified the state its requirements for the entry into force of the treaty had been fulfilled. The following month, Ireland issued a similar notification to the UAE. So it's looking like Ireland is trying to extradite Daniel Triggerman Kinahan back to the States, man. How do you feel about all this, man? Did boxing ignore this for too long? Will this change the landscape of boxing and how fights are going to get made moving forward? How do you feel about all this, Art? When you see, they trying to extradite Daniel Kinahan, man, back to Ireland.
We gotta be, first of all, let's get this right. Who's extraditing? It ain't the US. This is Ireland extraditing Daniel from the UAE. So the US, they're not involved in this equation. So Daniel being extradited to the US is not on the table right now. It might be on the table when he gets extradited to Ireland. But as of right now, yeah, it's just the extradition to Ireland. And Ireland they don't have what you call RICO charges like the states do. They on Daniel Kinahan for the murders, the hit for hires, the drug trafficking. Shit, he'll take a plea for that with the agreement not to be extradited to the United States. I'm sure he'll rather do his time in Ireland than do it in the States or be extradited by the States. So that's where it is right now. You know what I mean? When he gets there, it all will see, we're gonna see how it unfolds, because I bet you that will be on the table for him, or his lawyers will present that, because if he does get extradited, then that you're gonna see how deep the rabbit hole goes. You're gonna see the end, possibly, to the flashlight. 503. You know what I'm talking? You know what I mean by the flashlight? Anybody knows.
What's the flashlight?
Everybody knows what our fella with the flashlight means to our fella. They know that I use it to bang over niggas that be hating on Bud. But if that nigga gets extradited to the United States, I don't know if that there ain't gonna be no battery left for that light to switch on. I mean, because there was a point in time, 503. You know what I mean, let's talk. You know what I mean, let's talk heavy because it's Tuesday. There was a point in time where you could look on the internet. You could probably find it somewhere. I don't know if it's been expunged properly. But there was a point in time you could find Daniel Kinahan as the advisor to Terrence Bud Crawford. Daniel Kinahan was the Al Heyman to Terrence Bud Crawford at a point in time. And this is the man with the flashlight saying this. I was telling y'all niggas this years ago. Nobody wanted to listen to me when they were saying, "Oh, Bud out here ducking Errol Spence." I'm like, nah, niggas. That fight can't happen yet. Because Bud hemmed up with this Daniel Kinahan shit. They're gonna freeze his assets if he get that fight right now. You know what I mean? Nobody wanted to listen to me, bro.
Yeah,
you know
you were saying that, bro. Nobody wanted to listen though, bro.
So Bob Arum, thick as thieves, with Daniel Kinahan. Now he claiming amnesia. Now he claiming he smoked too much weed. I didn't know. I didn't know all
And
that.
he would, bro. And that's crazy, bro. Frank Warren ain't saying nothing. Bob Arum ain't saying nothing. Salute to Tay Tay. She say the young lion is live, no notification. Yeah, man. YouTube was hating on me, man. That's all that was. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but you right though, bro. We gonna see what happened. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Let me talk heavy. You know what I mean?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
He ain't Bob Arum ain't the only ones. You know what I mean? And I know niggas ain't gonna like this. You know what I mean? But some of your favorite fighters' associates were laying up, you know what I mean? Schmoozing, dancing with the devil. And I brought this up years ago and nobody wanted to hear it. You know what I mean? Years ago, did Deontay Wilder remove everybody from his team he should have removed? Because there's people on his team today that was dancing with the devil. Huh? Are they gonna get nervous if Daniel Kinahan gets extradited over to the US? Because, bro, I still got the pictures, bro. I still got the pictures of the old wrinkled up, bald-headed man schmoozing, being wined and dined over there in the UAE, over there in Dubai, over there at all of his conventions. Was that the time he was making the deal with Kinahan and Tyson Fury for all that foolishness? Yeah. He was over there too, doing those deals. Same with Bob Arum. Same with Carl Frampton. Same with Jamel Herring. Same with Regis Prograis. It's so funny how a lot of these fighters that was associated with that whole MTK Global are now starting to retire off. Taylor, Josh Taylor, Regis Prograis just retired. Sonny Edwards. Shit. So yeah, man. The rabbit hole goes deep. The rabbit holes goes deep, but as of right now, that hole's gonna be covered up because he just had the chance of being extradited to Ireland. In Ireland, they don't give a fuck about that shit. They want him for the murders. They want him for the drug trafficking and the possible human trafficking that was going on.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, let's move on, man. Do fans actually want the truth, or they just want to be entertained? Do they want the truth or just entertainment? Because a lot of times, man, I see guys come on here and they just like talking about their favorite fighters. They'll talk about Tank the whole day. They'll talk about AJ the whole day. They'll talk about Dev the whole day. But sometimes, man, these dudes don't be telling the truth about these fighters, man. So, do fans actually want the truth, or they just want entertainment?
It's hard to say. I mean, it's hard to say because if you alluding to those content creators that only have that the 1-2 topics and the 1-2 fighters that they talking about, they're there for the entertainment. They're not there for the truth, because a lot of times the guys that only talk about the 1-2 fighters, they might not outwardly lie, but there definitely is some exaggerations. There's definitely some misleading going on. So sometimes the truth ain't entertaining. Just like when I was speaking the truth, people wasn't 2 years ago, people wasn't entertaining it. So it all depends. You know what I mean? But as being a part of the usual suspect, that's one of my visions, is to develop a core group of supporters and fans that are here for the truth and not for the entertainment. They seek entertainment and seeking the truth. Those are the type of people that I think us on a whole are seeking for. Not just the fans that are just here for sipping tea, sugary shit about outside outside the boxing, outside the rope type of shit. You know what I mean? It's cool once in a while, but to harp on that day after day after day, yeah. I want people that want the truth and not just the entertainment.
Okay. Well, speaking of truth and entertainment, man, let's go ahead and address this right here. Rumor report: Devin Haney to Zuffa boxing, man.
Yeah.
Salute to Two-Tone, the superstar, man. I gotta ask Captain Zuffa about this, man. This is like the hottest topic, one of the hottest topics in boxing.
Why are you even asking me about it, Five?
Because you are the Zuffa man. You know what I'm saying? You don't let nothing get past you when it comes to Zuffa, brother. So I gotta ask you. This is your lane.
You don't need to ask me, because I already told you probably about 3 months ago when y'all niggas hailed me as Captain Zuffa. I remember giving y'all, because y'all niggas love riddles. You know what I mean? That's why niggas love EJ. EJ always get to talking to you cryptically. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna do some big fish shit. I'm gonna talk to y'all niggas cryptically. And I said, don't be surprised. I look right at Cadillac Red. I said, don't be surprised if your favorite fighter signs to Zuffa.
Ooh.
And look where we at today. I said about a week ago, maybe a couple weeks back, when niggas was wondering when Dev gonna get his fight, why the Rolly talks done broke down and shit like that. And what was I saying? Niggas wasn't hearing me. I was saying, Turk ain't want that. You ain't paying for no Rolly fight. I mean, he still got one fight left on the Riyadh season contract. I mean, he's not letting PBC, finagle their way into making Devin a B-side on they shit. Nah. If I'm gonna get my money's worth on that 12, the last 12 million of the contract, I might as well send them over to one of my investments, TKO. Zuffa. You know what I mean? TKO, Zuffa. Now you hearing the rumors of Conor Ben versus a Devin Haney. And you know how Zuffa like to do it. If you already got a belt, that belt, uh, that belt is relatable, or you can transfer it into a Zuffa belt. So that shit gonna be for the Zuffa belt if it happen, because they don't want you to just give up your belt without getting something out of it. So Turkey's fingerprints is all over this. Look at that. Yeah, you got Richardson Hitchens, who's already pledged allegiance to the welterweight division and said, yeah, I'm no longer at 140. I'm at 147. So it's not like he ain't got nobody over there to fight. These are some, you know what I mean? These are some good fights over there. It's not like he fighting right now. Where's the date? You got Brian Norman Jr., who took the L, lost his belt, and he's back in there. He already has his date. He fighting Josh Wagner.
Facts.
You know what I mean? He fighting Josh Wagner in May.
Josh Wagner will be on Tales from the B-side this Sunday. Y'all be on the lookout for that as well.
So
yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I told y'all niggas this. There's a real possibility that your favorite fighter might go over there to Zuffa.
Do you think the Devin Haney fans will start being Team Zuffa now that Devin Haney possibly is going in that direction?
Some will. Some will be easily swayed, yeah. And the way who knows how Zuffa might do the best job in promoting Devin Haney as opposed to a Matchroom or a Top Rank. They might be in the best position to maximize Devin Haney's star power. You know what I mean? So there will be some that, of course, can't get onto the wagon because the stench of Dana White. But of course, there'll be some that will look past that. You know what I mean? And understand that it is what it is. Because when you're on the other side, wasn't the WBC disrespecting Devin Haney? I remember for years I was mad at that shit when they was trying to hold the undisputed away from Devin Haney, and they gave him that janky little what that one time it wasn't called the interim belt. They just gave him some world belt. Something I don't know, some little bullshit belt. And it wasn't official. The WBC been shitting on Devin Haney for in many instances. Not mandating certain fights, whether it was with Lomachenko, whether it was Teofimo Lopez. So in that regards, why keep that? Why go? Why continue to honor or sanction a body that don't honor you? WBO ain't did nothing wild to Dev, but shit, a belt's a belt. And at this point, Devin Haney, his name and I think his legacy precedes those singular belts. I think his legacy is more geared to being known as the number one in the division. And you can essentially obtain that by just getting the Ring Magazine belt. We all know that Devin Haney, he likes money, as we all do. I think he'll I think he'll uh, um be soothed at the fact that these belts don't garner no sanctioning fees. Your 12.5 million that you're gonna be making for your next fight won't be deducted no 3%. Well, the WBO is willing to get. If you over there with Zuffa fighting for that Ring Magazine title, yeah, all that shit go back to you and the promoter. Cause y'all, I forgot, y'all niggas getting paid twice.
Okay. Yeah. We're gonna see what happens, man. I'm interested to see what exactly happens in this situation, man. This is very, very interesting. And yeah, that's one of the hottest boxing topics um you know on the table right now, you know what I'm saying? But let me ask, let's talk about the fight pool real quick, man. The vision, the vision that you have for that, like, let's connect back to the US6, right? Because this right here matters, you know what I'm saying? As 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 Dana Blizzak, right? As the boss, does it feel like players are picking with their heart or their brains in that? You know what I'm saying? What, like, when you putting these picks in, and you looking at everybody's picks, man, what like do you see? Do you see guys picking, and girls picking with their heart or their brains?
For the most part, I think our players in the US6 fight pools, they pick with their brains. And there's a few of them that study. I mean, they watch these fighters and see, they look at their last two performances, last two, three performances, they go up on their box rec, check them out on paper. You know what I mean? I haven't been doing that as much this season. I've just been picking off of my general knowledge. But there'll be a certain time where I wouldn't say that I would favor a fighter because I like him, but there'll be a fighter that I don't like that I'll feel kind of dirty if I pick him. So you have those type of picks from certain players, like, you know what I mean, I ain't gonna name no names, but I ain't picking that gringo. I mean, like that type of shit, it will go down. You know what I mean? And you can sacrifice a crow for that. You know what I mean? Just because you'll eat the crow for not feeling dirty. You know what I mean? Because you picked that. You know what I mean? You picked that drug cheat and Tyson Fury. Because there'll be some players that be like, yo, I just can't pick them. You know what I mean? I rock with Wilder that tough. You know what I mean? That I won't pick them for even if they match them up against motherfucking the reddest of tomato cans. I'm still picking the can over Tyson Fury just because I hate him. That shit happens. But for the most part, yeah, our players pick with their brains. You know what I mean? Because there's shit on the line. You know what I mean? There's money to be won with this fight pool. There's a jacket to be rocked in this
Yeah,
fight
yeah,
pool.
yeah. Break down what the fight pool is, man. Break down what the fight pool is. Yo, role. This new moniker, this persona of Dana Blizzak, man. What is Dana Blizzak? What is the fight pool?
Well, Dana Blizzak is the commissioner of the US6 fight pool. Dana Blizzak's responsibility is to select and well, not even select, to collect all the credible fights for the week and put them on a card for our players to pick on. Um, those picks all get added up. You know what I mean? At the end of every week. You know what I mean? And of course, uh, those picks turned into points, and the points get added up, and we have leaderboards. Those leaderboards, uh, whether you at the top, can win you some money. You know what I mean? Every player that plays a season with the fight pool, it's a 14-week season. At the beginning of the season, everybody in the fight pool puts in $15. That $15 gets put into the pot. Shout out to Treasurer Queen 71. You know what I mean? And whoever wins gets that number one spot at the end of 14 weeks, meaning that they've predicted the most amount of fights. They accumulated the most points because they were the most accurate with their picks. They win the pot. So if you have, if one season we had 20 players, do the math. You know what I mean? It's 200. That's $250 right there. In a dig, plus that jacket. We give you the championship jacket, and it's a one-on-one. You know what I mean? So that's what it goes down. We just ain't just when you hear us picking or making our picks on Fridays on the Beltways, yeah, there's a little something extra involved in it. You know what I mean? There's a little something extra uh uh for those players that are picking these fights too. Because if you get go up on a streak like KG been doing, shit, yeah, he about to hold that bag. So that's all it takes. Put your money where your mouth is. You know what I mean? It's not even a lot. You know what I mean? We sneeze out $15. You know what I mean? We sneeze out $15 on a Reggie. You know what I mean? I just spent $15. A lunch is $15 in Canada. You know what I mean? A simple lunch. You don't even get a drink with it. You know what I mean? So that $15 could accumulate or turn into 200 and something dollars. You know what I mean? Just by picking these picks. And that's what it makes it fun. It makes it fun. And not only that, it's the fight pool chat. The camaraderie. Being in the fight pool chat, the information you get, different players posting in the news. Salute to Queen 71. She was one of those ones that posted about the Lewis Neary cancellation. You know what I mean? We get tidbits like that from all the players. The back and forth, the roasting. It's just a great atmosphere, great vibe. You know what I mean? Within that fight pool. So yeah, it's not only just the pick'ems, it's the camaraderie, it's the vibes that you get once you're inside the fight pool. It can't be, yeah, it can't be touched. Straight up.
All right, all right. Yeah, man. Season 3 fight pool coming to an end. It's been a lot of ups and downs for me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this ain't been one of my best seasons, but you know, salute to everybody that's in that motherfucker though. You know, holding it down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, salute to KG, man. Ain't no hate in my heart for you, big bro. You looking like you gonna win this one this season. Well, we shall see what season 4 entails. You know what I'm talking about? You know, it's all to the good. Queen say, but if your skin is thin, you might want to stay away. Yeah.
Yeah, and they do.
Yeah, man. If you know, if you got thin skin, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that might not be your cup of tea, man. But like I say, man,
For all my boxing aficionados out there, you know, my boxing gurus, you know, hey man, get in with us, man. Season 4, US6 Fight Pool. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man. Win you a little bread, you know.
I'm gonna actually implement some new rules.
Oh man, come on, bro.
I'm
bro,
yo, look, check this out.
bro.
Check this. Actually, yo, but blame this shit on Mac. Blame this shit on Mac. You know what I mean? Because he gave me the idea.
My nigga. More rules, my nigga.
Nah, this is a good rule. This is
Go
a
ahead.
good rule. This
Go
is a
ahead.
good rule.
God,
Because when it comes with our pick'ems, people, there's a deadline. You got to have your picks into the commissioner on IG, on Instagram. You got to have them within a certain time. So this week, I believe it's Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern time. That's the deadline you got to get your picks in. In season 4, 503, in season 4, if you don't get your picks in, in time, so if you get your picks at 4:35, 5 minutes after, you have the choice of missing your picks, getting all crow for your picks, or you can pay $5 per pick, and that goes to the pot. $5 per pick, and your picks will be good if they come in late.
Damn. Okay.
How that sound?
Okay. I like that, man. That definitely makes the game more intense. You know what I'm saying? I'm all for you know, turning the pressure up on niggas. You know what I'm talking about? I'm definitely I'm with that. You know what I'm saying? Why not? Why not? You know what I'm talking about? Okay, man, let's go ahead and get into some rapid fire questions real quick before we get up out of here. Testing dirty equals automatic cheat or situational?
Situational.
Okay, so we got to take, I guess we got to take that case by case, fighter by fighter. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, like we've had plenty of situations. Like look at Hannah Gabriel's. Are we gonna call her a cheat when she did gave us the evidence? Shout out Tales from the B side. Y'all go check that out. Check that episode out if you don't know what I'm talking about. But situational. Jana Beck, looking into it, to me, that wasn't enhanced, bro. Yeah, his performances look enhanced because he's just that nice. This situation, the man was on his deathbed. That's situational, right? So yeah, we got to look at it case by case. You know what I mean? Fighter by fighter.
This nigga said Janet Beck was on his deathbed.
He was on his deathbed, bro. Nigga was about to die.
Boy.
Yo, he didn't have no lung capacity, bro. He ain't had no lung capacity. How you supposed to breathe? How you supposed to get in the ring if you can't breathe, my bro?
A few moments later.
What is we talking about? I mean, the man has to breathe. You know when you get that bad bronchitis, my nose be stuffed up right now. I need some steroids in my nose, my nigga. Help me breathe clear. You know what I mean? Shit. I'll
So
pop
you
dirty for that shit, nigga. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
so
But
that show story. Janet Beck was on his deathbed, huh?
hey, that's not my story. Do you see? Reading is fundamental, Five, and that's what I do.
Mm.
That's what I
Oh,
do.
that's his
I just don't.
story, and you
I
and you
just don't
reiterate the
listen. I
story.
just don't listen to all these other content creators getting their news from wherever they get it from. I actually go
Mm.
to the source and cross-reference those sources with other sources and see what they saying, and then mix it all together and see what comes out. And at my conclusion is that the man was he was on his deathbed, and this was a situational case.
Wow, wow, wow.
See,
Okay. Moving on, man, because I don't want this to turn into no back and forth about no Janabek, man.
please.
Are fans too emotional or not informed enough?
I mean, you can't hate on a fan. Fans gonna be emotional. That's what the root fan is, a fanatic. You know what I mean,
A
that's the
fact.
root of it. So they gonna be emotional, Five, and that's all to the good. We need them.
Mm-hmm.
We need emotions. We don't need no deadbeat supporters and deadbeat fans in this sport. The emotional fans bring vibes to the sport. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
they're the it's a necessary evil, so to speak.
Yeah. See, the thing with that for me is I just want people to be more informed. And also, the best way to inform yourself is to do what our fella just said. Read, cross-reference, cite the source, do the research, man.
Or just listen to a credible source like one of us brothers from the usual suspects, because we cross-reference, we will cite our source. You know what I mean? Like I said, I said before, I do the dirty work for y'all, so y'all don't have to do it.
Mm-hmm. That is
I
a
had
fact.
to, I had to go through uh, uh, a season of watching Home at the Furies, so y'all niggas didn't have to go through that shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's
Okay. Last one, man. Is legacy greater than money, or is money greater than legacy?
mm. I mean, you hear a lot of old fighters at the top um, that may have not been the most well off or didn't do the best with their investments or with the money that they did get. And legacy don't mean nothing to their family. But you have niggas like, um, for instance, Money Mayweather. Now, it, as much as we hear that he's going broke, I mean that's broken in the rich sense and rich people terms. You know what I mean? He ain't broke compared to us. You know what I mean? He ain't broke making 80, $100,000 a year type broke. I mean, like like that's still chump change to a guy like Mayweather. But with all that with all that money, where's his legacy now? Is his legacy more so of the belts that he accumulated the great fighters that he's beaten, or is it the money that he's flaunting, the amount of watches that he has for the days on the calendar? Is he more known for his girl collection? Where's his legacy? So it could be either or, man. You know what I mean? Sometimes legacy is more than money, and sometimes money is worth more than the legacy. But it's the yin yang. Is good. It's good to have a little bit of both, five. And you can, and I think Debo Dev can attest to that.
Give me one fighter who had the yin and yang and was able to do both.
Debo Dev doing it right now. He's cemented his legacy. Undisputed at lightweight, champion at 140, champion at 147, and still not finished, undefeated. What are you, 30, 33, 34 and 0, right? And got the bags. Been making hella bread since what 3 years ago. He's been making limelight type bags, not no little chump chains, $1 million and up. So yeah, he's definitely living proof, more so than even Shakur. I think Shakur just stepped into making the big bags in the maybe in the last year or so, since he's tapped in with Turkey. Dev was making money before Turkey.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? Dev was making money before Turkey. So yeah, he's been blessed with seeing the legacy and the money, and I think that's where it's at. If niggas want to take away your legacy and try to shit on your legacy, shit, Dev still got his money. You gonna take away Dev's money? So if some unforeseen bullshit happens to the Haney's where they go bankrupt, I ain't trying to speak that into existence, just saying, but they still got their legacy. You can't take away the fact that old boy was undisputed and a 3-time division weight division champion. Gotta have both.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, man. Okay, man. Talk Heavy Tuesday, man. With my brother, man, the mad scientist, Jay Steele's the art fella. I gotta ask you one more question before we get up out of here, and this one is off the dome. I didn't write this one down, man. I labeled you the mad scientist, man. You got the formula, you got the recipe, you got the concoction to get shit popping. You always in the lab cooking up a experiment, a project, a visual. You know what I'm saying? Why do you think I gave you that name, man?
Why? Oh, you asking me why? Or why
yeah.
I think?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, because I'm the mad scientist, he is kind of the quirky character that sometimes is antisocial. That meaning will crash out. I mean, but it's a fine line. He still comes with formulas and is willing to experiment with shit. And sometimes the experimentation might blow up in my face. You know what I mean, might spill over and not amount to something. And then other times the formula that I put together might turn into something dope. So no, I see where you coming from with this the mad scientist shit. Cause yeah, I be doing some mad shit on a scientific level.
Nah, that's a fact, bro. Like I say, man, the creator, the visionary, the builder, the legend. You know what I'm saying? Shop usualsuspect6.com, www.usualsuspect6.com, US6 Fight Pool, you know, co-producer of Open Mic. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Like, you have put your creations to work. You know what I'm saying? And it's thriving, bro. Like I think the fight pool reflects that. You know what I'm saying? I think what you and KG doing on the US6 and Sports Entertainment Hub reflects that. I think what you're doing on the websites shows US6 on IG, the creations, the clean fighter tees, the new line you just dropped. You know, I think all that reflects your creativity, and it's the reason why you're the mad scientist for me. You know what I'm talking about? So, like I say, man, it's different, bro. Like it's, you know, we don't just talk boxing. You know what I'm saying? We do way more than just talk boxing, man. We got visuals. We got oh yeah, and the commercials, the promos, the marketing, the branding. Like it's a lot of things. It's a lot of things that you do, bro, that you need to get recognized for. Right? You know what I'm saying? That's why I wanted to bring you on the show tonight, because it's so much more that goes into the usual suspects than just pressing the button and talking. You know what I mean? It's more to it than that. You know what I'm saying? We could all, you know, create a YouTube channel and, you know, just start talking and saying however we feel, but it's a method to the madness, man. And when you the mad scientist, man, he got the method. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be the first to tell you, like, without the mad scientist in the lab, goddamn creating the concoction, creating the recipe, a lot of this shit you would not see. There would be no fight pool. There would be no US6 merch. There would not be no promo videos, no marketing, no branding, no logo. That logo y'all see on that background right there, man. You know what I'm saying? It has grown into different variants. You know what I'm saying? Salute to KG for upgrading it. You know what I'm saying? But that logo, that's all author. That's all the mad scientists right there, man.
Well, you know what? I can't take all the credit into that logo. That was built, I believe, through all of us, or specifically, I would say Red was definitely a part of this process.
Yeah. Red plays a part too. You know what I'm saying? But I think what you did, bro, and the reason why I want to give you your flowers is because you put your channel on the back burner for a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you so focused on doing this and doing that behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? But when you,
because bro, I've been there and done that. Like, you gotta remember, I come from a background where I was doing shows to sold out crowds and whatnot. You know what I mean? Not arenas or nothing like that, but you know what I mean. the bars, and you know what I mean, your little halls and whatnot. I was free VIP type nigga at the club in Hamilton and Toronto and shit tight. You know what I mean? I was on a level. I don't need that no more. I can play the background, bro. I've seen enough limelight and been in front of the camera. So I got I got full length rap videos. You know what I mean? I was doing movies before niggas even start shooting movies for their videos. Okay, that's where that's the background I'm coming from. I don't need this shit. I'm cool with assisting my brothers from the background. I don't need to be in the front in the limelight or in the have my face in the front all the time, bro. But you gonna know I'm here though.
Yeah. You definitely gonna make your presence be known. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, man, it's definitely a usual suspect thing, man. Boxing got a lot of smoke around it right now, but the US6 win the clear, man. You know what I'm saying? We here, man. You know what I'm saying? You gonna see me, man. If you don't see our fella, you know what I'm saying? If you don't see KG, if you don't see Red, if you don't see Mac, you know what I'm talking about? You gonna see Five. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because I'm the voice of the real boxing fans.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna see me on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. You're gonna see me dropping little videos. You're gonna see me dropping clips. You're gonna see me dropping shorts. You're gonna see me dropping long form videos. So, like I say, man, we here, we ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And on that note, man, once again, man, this has been another episode of Talk Heavy Tuesday, man, with my brother, like no other, man. Jay Steele's the odd fella, man. Let me get your last one, brother, so we can go and get up out of here, man. I know it's getting late. You know what I'm saying? We got to get some Z so we can wake up and be great again tomorrow.
Indeed. I mean, much appreciated. Thank you for having me on the platform for this like quasi type of interview. You know what I mean? But we still got to cook on some boxing and whatnot. Salute to everybody that up in the chat that pulled up and listened to some truth. You know what I mean? It might have been to some of y'all might have not been entertained, but yeah, we gonna when you hear me speak, you gonna hear some truth coming out my mouth. Uh I ain't one of those one that just like to hear my own voice speak. Um and just giving you some hollow content. You know what I mean? I want the content that I give you or the words that I speak to be sustainable, sustain. You know what I mean? Give you some real food that will hold on, you know what I mean, a little bit longer. So that's where I'm at. Once again, make sure y'all check out the website where you can learn more about the clean fighters that we rock with. You know what I mean? Because yeah, we always got to salute the clean fighters. Once again, our prayers and well wishes are with Shadeja Green. Of course, she's on the road to recovery. She did have that of course, that tragic incident in the ring Saturday, last Saturday night. There was I believe bleeding on the brain. However, she is definitely in stable condition. She was able to call the homie Hood Boxing Champs, Hood Champions Boxing's podcast, and let the fans know that she was okay. So we're gonna continue to send blessings and positive energy over to Shadeja Green and the family, because you know why? She a clean fighter. You know what I mean? And she risked her life for our entertainment. So it's the least we can do is keep her in our minds, you know what I mean, and send those blessings over. But with that being said, it's your favorite yet your most hated odd fella. Salute to the usual suspects, and I'm Gizon.
Yes, sir. We'll be back, man, on Thursday, man. H-Time Trio Thursday, man. We're going to be getting into the latest and greatest trending hot boxing topics. We're going to be talking Big Baby Miller versus Daniel Pettle. You know what I'm talking about? And we definitely going to have to talk about the effects of Lawrence Okolie fucking up the pick'ems for this weekend. And I got some more shit that I gotta talk about too that I ain't really spoke on just yet. But hey man, this has been another episode of Talk Heavy Tuesday, man. We don't fanboy, man. We don't clout chase. You know what I'm saying? We just talk heavy. And it's just like that, man. Texas is forever on my back, man. 503 line, man. Hard hitter sports entertainment. The Sixer, the Texas Dripper with my big bro, the mad scientist, Jay Steele's the R fella, man. Subscribe, smash that like button, share that stream down right. It's the Usual Suspect team. We out.
But the man's in trouble. I'm gonna show you how great I am. That's when that little Cassius Clay from Louisville, Kentucky came up and stopped Sonny Liston, the man who annihilated Floyd Patterson twice. He was gonna kill me. But he hit harder than George. His reach was longer than George. He was a better boxer than George. And I'm better now than I was when you saw that 22-year-old undeveloped kid running from Sonny Liston. I'm experienced now, professional. Jaw's been broke, been lost, knocked down a couple times. I'm bad. Been chopping trees. I done something new for this fight. I done wrestled with an alligator. That's right. I have wrestled with an alligator. I done tussled with a whale. I done handcuffed lightning, throw thunder in jail.
Hey, what if I put you down?
You can't.
I can't.
Boy, you ain't got nothing in them gloves.
Remember this day. Remember this day.
Did I not beat the most world champions?
Yes, you did.
Okay. And in the least amount of fights?
Yes, you did.
Who got the highest gate?
Floyd Mayweather.
Who made the most money?
You did.
Who was the most accurate fighter of all time?
You were.
So it's basically saying that
The greatest of all time.
Okay.
All right.
Brought to you by Usual Suspect 6.
Tap into all the shows. Real Conversations with KG.
Is that right now? I'm at peace right now. You know, things get hectic as it gets closer to the fight.
Okay. Do we got a fight?
Yeah, I fight April 10th at the Prudential Center.
Bullshitting on the Beltway with Supreme Beast Boxing
And now
Talk.
the co is the main event. So that's the way I look at it. That's my philosophy.
Trill Thursdays and Usual Suspect Sundays with hard
I'm talking about it's really just about stacking this money, man. Getting on these singles, damn positive, you know what I'm saying? Putting it in their face by any means.
Tales from the B-side with KG and TD.
Needed to fill out additional paperwork to clarify.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. That is the paperwork that you see there.
And
Okay.
Open Mic featuring you.
That was a close fight. He got dropped a couple times, but I thought he
We do not care.